Hi, welcome to Larry Shaves. Today we have a brand new soap. It is from Hendrix Classics Company and will not be available until this Friday, February 13th at 10 o'clock in the morning. So if you're watching this before Friday the 13th, February 13th at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's not yet available. But if you're watching this after February 13th at 10 o'clock, it is available. The soap of the day is a great one. It's RIDE EM Cowboy from HC&C. And notice the horse is almost up and down trying to throw off that rider. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. This is going to be available, as I said, February 13th at 10 o'clock in the morning from Hendrix Classics Company, the Razor Company, and Pasteur's. And so we're going to be shaving with that. And then we're going to follow it up, of course, with the aftershave from RIDE EM Cowboy from Hendrix Classics Company as well. Our razor today is going to be the copper version of Henson's AL13 razor. And then our brush today is going to be from Chisel and Hound, the handle from Chisel and Hound, and the Pure Bliss knot. One of my favorite knots. You're going to be using that today. So we're going to scoop out some of this tremendous soap, and I have not used this yet. Oh, that smells so good. I have not used this yet, so we're going to be doing this for the first time together. And so I'm going to scoop out some soap. I'm going to use about that much today. Maybe a little overkill, but then you want to be safe when you've got wild horses. And I'll tell you what, I love horses. I've known a lot of people with horses. I have ridden some horses, and it is really, really fun. Well, let's work up our lather now. And note on the picture of that horse on the label, it's strong, it's bold, it's untamable, and it does not want to be ridden by a cowboy. So a cowboy that's willing to take that ride deserves an explosive and bold fragrance. And that's what you find in RIDE EM Cowboy from HC&C. The fragrance for RIDE EM Cowboy, inspired by Spice Bomb Extreme from Victor and Rolf. And this is a fragrance designed for men. HC&C ponied up for the extra good oil in RIDE EM Cowboy. Well, we're getting a good lather. I'm going to add just a little more water and get a little more lather going here. Let's go through some of the scent notes of this. The masculine notes of tobacco and bourbon combined with saffron, lavender, and cinnamon to create a magical blend that caused H-Bomb, the Bronco, to nearly defy the law of gravity and the law of physics. Accord notes combined into accords here in order, notes combined into accords in order of preference are these: vanilla, tobacco, warm, spicy, sweet cinnamon, and powdery. The primary notes are lavender, cinnamon, saffron, tobacco, vanilla, and bourbon. So again, this is an outstanding fragrance, and we have whipped up a great lather. So we're going to begin our shave today. We're going to, first of all, wet the face, and then going to apply the lather. Ooh, this is so nice. I think before I do any more lather, I better tuck under my shirt a little bit. That'll make shaving a lot easier. Have you ever ridden a horse? I remember back in the Cub Scouts. That was a long time ago. I went to camp with the Cub Scouts, and they had horses on the camp. And they put all of us on a horse, I mean, one at a time, not all of us on the same horse, or it acted like the one on the label here, and rode us around. And that was really neat. I enjoyed that. And then later on in life, I went to a farm where the fella had some horses. He said, "Larry, do you want to ride a horse?" I said, "Well, yeah, sure, that'd be fun." So he put me on the horse as we began our first pass. Put me on the horse, and it took off. He never told me how to stop that horse. And it went galloping through the woods. I was hitting tree limbs. Uh, Finally, it circled back where the owner was, and the owner helped me get off. That was the last time I rode a horse. I've been on a horse and buggy before, and that was neat. We had a fella that lived a couple of miles or so from the church, and he would ride his horse to church, just like the old days. And I thought that was neat. But horses are something. I've been to a lot of rodeos, and I love going. But you know what? I've noticed in rodeos that about 99% of the time the horse wins and the guy gets thrown off the horse. It's not a race to see whether that horse is going to win or the man's going to win and stay on it. It's a thing where you see how long you're going to be on that horse before you get thrown off. But the picture here on this label tells it all. If you notice, the people are straight across. The horse is almost up and down, vertical. I've never seen a horse do that. Can you imagine what that guy was thinking? What have I gotten myself into? Why did I agree to do this? I wonder how many times he rode a horse after that. But anyway, I talked to Pete Hendrix, the head of Hendrix Classics and Company, and he told me about the picture. He said that's not an AI produced picture. You know, some of you may be thinking that's not real, but it is a real picture. It was taken 100 or so years ago. And of course, back then they didn't have AI, so we know it's a real picture. And that poor fella, he got all kinds of problems. Uh-huh. But if you've ridden a horse, let me know about it in the comment section below. Tell me how it went. Did you get thrown off? Or did you enjoy the ride? What happened? I don't think the guy on the label enjoyed enjoyed that ride. I may be wrong, but I don't think I would have enjoyed being along for that ride. But you never know. He might have. All right, this pass number one, we're going to relather. I'll tell you what, this is great. Again, we mentioned this is inspired after the Spice Bomb Extreme, And the original uh, had a usually high score of 4.5 out of 5 from enthusiasts at Fragrantica. And so you know how good this fragrance is. It's not the exact fragrance, but this RIDE EM Cowboy is inspired by that fragrance. And I'll tell you, this is outstanding. And it's a great lather. That's why I'm impressed with Hendrix Classics and Company soaps, because the lathers are all great. Goes on well, it shaves well, protects the skin, and has a great scent. I love it. And I love this one, RIDE EM Cowboy. I've had this soap here for a few weeks, and I've been taking time smelling this, waiting for the time it be released so I could do a shave with you here with it. And that day has come. It's like Christmas. You see all the packages under the tree, and you got to wait for Christmas Day to open them up. That's how it's been with me. I got this a few weeks ago, and just waiting for the opportunity to open it up and lather it up and get a good shave with it. Because when I get a new soap like this, and I know I'm going to do a review, I don't like to try it out first before the video. I like using the soap for the very first time here in the Shave Den with you. I like that a lot better. The second pass is going real well. Yeah, I'd recommend this soap. I'll tell you, this really is good. Now, if you want to get this soap, let me remind you again, it will be available on Friday, February 13th at 10 o'clock in the morning. So if you're watching this before that, it's not available yet, but on Friday, the 13th at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be available. If you're watching this after that date and time, it is available. Boy, this is so nice. Now, the reason I'm using the Henson AL13, I'm using the RK blade as well in it because I'm familiar how this razor shaves, and when I'm using a new soap, I can judge how well the soap is by using this particular razor. And this is cutting real well with no irritation. All right, that's looking pretty good. I am going to lather up the cheeks one more time and do a third pass on the cheeks, kind of an upward motion. About like that. Pete does an excellent job with his soaps. I have no complaints. I just love shaving with HC&C soaps. Well, that's our shave, and I'm going to rinse my face off and come back for the aftershave splash in just a moment. So stick around. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back, and we've had a great shave with RIDE EM Cowboy from HC&C. And a reminder that if you're watching this before Friday, the 13th of February at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's not yet available. But if you're watching this after Friday the 13th, 10 o'clock in the morning, it will be available and is available at Hendrix Classics Company, the Razor Company, and Pasteur's. So be sure and get yours. I'm reminded, before we put on the aftershave, I'm reminded of a story that was told about a fellow that went to his friend's farm, and the farmer owned horses, and asked his friend if he wanted to ride the horse. And he said, yeah, sure. And so he helped him get on the horse. The owner helped him up on the horse and was going to give some instruction about how to get the horse to go, how to get the horse to stop. And so he said, now to get this horse to go, and he'll go fast, all you have to do is say amen. Well, before he had an opportunity to tell the man how to stop the horse heard the word amen and took off running and ran through the woods and came up to just a few feet from a cliff. And so the horse just stopped because the horse saw the cliff. And the man, relieved, went, amen. And the horse took off towards the cliff. Well, anyway, we have the aftershave splash from RIDE EM Cowboy, and we're going to apply that right now, a little bit in the hand, just like that. Oh, that is wonderful. Ooh, yeah. RIDE EM Cowboy. I'm ready to go ride a horse somewhere. And if you get this, you might want to ride some horses as well. But you won't want to ride this horse. I guarantee you that. RIDE EM Cowboy, HC&C. It is available after this Friday. If you're watching this before Friday, February 13th at 10 o'clock in the morning, not available yet. After this Friday at 10 o'clock, Friday, February 13th, after 10 o'clock in the morning, it'll be available at Hendrix Classics and Company, the Razor Company, and Pasteur. So, thank you for joining me today. If you would please subscribe to the channel, that will help us in the channel and also give you an opportunity of being notified the next time we upload a video. So if you do that, I would appreciate it. And join us again soon. We'll be back soon with another shave video. Until then, happy shaving.